What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Science Experts, where
we bring you uncommon knowledge recorded by uneducated 14-year-olds. Today we're going to be talking about our solar system. Um, yeah, let's get started.
okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and let Benjamin start out with this one. He's like right here, right there for me. Let's talk right now, or else I will squeeze you with the palm of my hands, Benjamin. You're like,
oh, sorry.
I,
Our solar system. Um, it's really cool. Um, we have 8 planets and a sun, and then we have a dwarf planet. Um,
multiple.
Yeah, multiple. We have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Um, yeah, and then Pluto, which is the
Ah,
farthest out from
now
us.
that my computer's actually working, which you saw in a couple videos back, it's actually working now, and now I can actually tell you how many dwarf planets there are because I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. So
Um,
for the dwarf planets, if it'll load, there is what I know, Haumea, um, Pluto, Charon, yeah. So there is Ceres, Tenhygia, Orcus, Pluto. Oh my gosh. 28978 Ixion, 120 347 Scalatia, Haumea, Quoar, which is a Kuiper belt dwarf. I think it goes.
I didn't even know there were dwarf planets in the Kuiper Belt. That's cool.
Never mind, it just hates me looking to die. I can't look at it all. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
So
there's also Aries. There's also Aries. Um, and that's kind of it that I can see.
okay. So to start off, in the middle we have the sun, which is a very, very, very hot, burning ball of gas. I don't know exactly what gases make up the sun, because yeah,
Tell you,
but it's about it's really big. It can fit what almost 100,000 Earths in it.
Okay, so editor's note after recording the video, I was completely wrong. It was 1.3 million Earths and not 100,000. Yeah, that's my fault.
way more I think, but it's like around 100,000 Earths, give or take a couple few thousand. Um,
Yeah.
what Benjamin was trying to say with the composition of our sun, it's around like 60% hydrogen, 30% helium, and a bunch of other elements because it's currently fusing and dying. So right now, as we speak, there's like a little like BB pellet sized sphere of iron in the core of our sun, and that's over millions upon millions of years of just fusing and fusing and fusing and fusing and fusing hydrogen and the helium and the helium and the lithium, yada yada yada, all of that all the way down the fusion chain until you get iron. Now, iron can't fuse. It's really petty. It's like the one middle child that you can't really seem to get rid of, but it always wants to stick around. So it just kind of sits there and collects at the bottom, and because it can't fuse, it's basically like the killer of stars, which I think is really metal. Haha, get the pun. Did you get it?
No, no, never speak again. Next, after the sun, we have Mercury, which is the first planet in our solar system. It's, I think isn't it? It's a little smaller than Venus. I'm pretty sure, or is it bigger?
Mercury.
Yeah, Mercury, isn't it a little smaller than Venus?
Yeah, Mercury is really small, around one Titan.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, yeah, Mercury, pretty small planet, closest to our sun, although it's not the hottest. which I find myself very strange. That the one planet that's the closest to the sun isn't like burning at like
Uh,
thousands of degrees Celsius.
its surface, it's like equator facing towards the sun the most on the most all the time. Anyways, guys,
So
Benjamin almost died to a bomb, so he's okay. Just a couple minor fractures. Some missing limbs. He's probably gonna die in like the next 2 minutes or so, but it's fine. Um, anyway, back to what we were talking about with the planets. Despite Mercury being the closest to the sun, it's not the hottest. It's Venus. Venus is astonishingly 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Not Fahrenheit, actually. Let me correct myself. Celsius. That's over 1,000 degrees in like Fahrenheit. What the fuck is a kilometer? Um, what else? Next up on the planetary list, we have the OG. Everybody give a round of applause. Earth. So, as everybody knows,
Earth.
the Earth gossip is getting at an all-time high because of NASA, the big NASA, is like spreading a bunch of propaganda. Like, don't believe it. Like, it's all fake. Like, it was all made by Earth. Like, I don't know what to believe anymore. Ever since Jupiter and Saturn, like, they just haven't been getting along anymore. Like, I just don't know.
NASA's in cahoots with him, by the way. He like personally knows NASA agents.
Yeah. Like, I just don't know. But anywho, um, yeah, Earth. For what we know, Earth has life. Yeah, I know, astonishing. Anyways, so yeah, Earth has one of the most annoying insects, or basically just about anything known to mankind. Bugs, flies,
Especially hate
flies,
gnats, and they're only here where I live too.
like gnats, flies, mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes,
Ugh.
they're gonna die. They're gonna die. All
Sorry,
the
guys. I don't know
mosquitoes,
if you can hear
all
that
the
right now.
gnats, all the flies, they're gonna die.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there was just somebody that I know personally that just passed by my window and he just made a face at me. It was very scary. It just made me pee. I just peed my entire bed. Help. Anywho, um, where was I? Um,
Earth is it's habitable. We have life on Earth. We are on Earth, and I mean, even though we're slowly killing it, and 2030, December 31st, 2030, heat death of the universe.
August 12, 2036, heat death of the universe. August 12, 2036, the heat death of the universe. August 12, 2036, the heat death of the universe.
Um, Mars, which we've actually have sent many rovers and satellites and stuff over there
Shout
to
out
like
to
it
David,
like
Perseverance,
exploration.
Curiosity, Ingenuity, and not Ingenuity. Sorry, Engine. What am I talking about? Perseverance and Curiosity. That's all I remember of the rovers. There's like many more. But shout out to Maven.
It's a
Maven
red it's, it's a red spherical planet. I'll probably put something over here to show you, like all the planets. But it's a red sphere, and it's a little smaller than Earth. But
it's a little
people or
craggy.
scientists
It really you're gonna die.
scientists have said that maybe, possibly, Mars used to have water on its surface.
Grandma. It's a possibility. It's a almost near definite. Um the chances for it are really high. So I don't know if it was Curiosity or Perseverance that discovered it, but there's multiple signs for life on Mars, or at least there was life on Mars. There was the river deltas. So whenever rivers form, they carry a bunch of sediment towards the ocean, and whenever they're like just now coming towards like the ocean, like here's the ocean, and here's the river, it like deposits that sediment directly on the ocean floor, and eventually it piles up and produces like a layer of like an obvious like discolored like brown or like light like really light colored like brown because of the organic molecules there. Like um it's a breeding ground for bugs, insects, microorganisms, and there's a bunch of nutrients for it too. And Perseverance or Curiosity, I forgot which, discovered a massive, I mean massive row of deltas and rivers and riverbeds to make amino acids, and amino acids is what build up your DNA.
Jackson's missing a few bits of DNA.
Um,
So next after Mars,
so let me just sum up Mars, for
we
example.
have
Mars is not a good place to live. Don't go there.
Mars. We have a belt around that separates the gas giants from the solid planets, called
The
the
Kuiper
Kuiper Belt.
Belt!
Okay, another editor's note, in this part, we actually call the asteroid belt the Kuiper Belt. The Kuiper Belt is the thing that's around, that's past Neptune, but before the Oort cloud. Um, the asteroid belt is the thing that's past Mars, and I fucked up because I'm dumb. We are dumb.
Let me finish. It's called the Kuiper Belt. From literal planets to small little like you could hold them like in
Speaking
your
of Kuiper Belt
hands.
objects, I have a meteorite I want to show you all. Yes, I just keep them on my bed, but they can range from sizes like this to a house.
And a lot of movies and shows and stuff that like that show the Kuiper Belt. It's like a bunch of rocks, and they gotta dodge and swerve in and out of the. That's not how that works. They're very far apart from each other, like very far. So it's kind of
like
not
like
how that
millions
works.
upon millions upon millions of miles away from each other, like around the distance from the Earth to the Moon, which is really far. It can fit every single planet by a row before ever reaching the Moon, with Pluto for spare.
Um, After that, after the Kuiper Belt, we have Jupiter. Wait, yeah. Oh my God, I'm dumb. We have Jupiter. Um, Jupiter is really cool because it has rings.
Jupiter's a fatty.
Rings.
I'm gonna tell you what. Jupiter's a fatty. It's a fatty. They always want to eat. They just want to like kill their moons for no reason. Like they're killing their own moons. They're eating their own moons. Like Jupiter, like you gotta pack it up. Like we've already sent you to a rehab before. Like what are you doing?
Jupiter's not the one that has rings. It's Saturn. I think I'm dumb.
No, Jupiter does have rings. They glow in infrared light. That's why you can't see them.
Oh yeah. Um, yeah. Jupiter does have rings, but they only glow in infrared light. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it took the James Webb Space Telescope like a couple hours to like even image them a little bit. So they're really faint.
It's the largest planet in our solar system, and for good reason. It's huge planet, huger like you could like. I think it's like it's huge. That's all I know. It's made up. The planet is made up of multiple gases, kind of like the sun, but it's not as hot as the sun.
Yeah,
Um,
like it.
Next we have. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Ah! Anyways, its top layer of clouds is like 30 degrees, like negative 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and as you go lower, it gets increasingly more colder and colder and colder and colder and colder until you reach the liquidation temperature for liquid oxygen for oxygen. Oxygen in your lungs that you breathe becomes a liquid at that temperature. It's like negative 230, even lower than that, I think. So yeah,
Next.
if you fell into Jupiter for like the first hour, you're like you would start feeling tight chested, and around the like 1 atmosphere mark, you're the air that you were breathing in your lungs would just cease to be air and actually turn into liquid. You'd drown.
If you even get that far, which you wouldn't, you would get crushed by the pressure like as soon as you even reach near the atmosphere.
Dead.
Next, we have Saturn, which is the one that has rings that you can see with the naked eye. Um, Actually, Saturn's rings are slowly like going away. I know y'all have probably like heard of it, but it's yeah, they're slowly like going away because the like rocks and the asteroids and stuff that that make the rings up are slowly falling back into Saturn.
It's because the actual rings orbit the opposite way that the planet moves, and that makes friction, like gravitational friction. It's really cool. It's an actual term. So it creates gravitational friction, which slows down the rings just enough to where they would go into their Roche limit. And at the Roche limit, they get broken down into more parts that then stream into the planet.
So yeah. It's also like Jupiter and like the sun and stuff like that. It's made up of different gases. Just that's why they're called the gas giants. They're made up of multiple different gases. Um, yeah, that's Saturn. And actually, I forgot to mention this. Jupiter has a red spot, which is a huge storm. Can't remember the name of it. Jackson probably does, but it's a huge storm. Oh, the red spot, or it's like yeah, something like that. Anyways,
It's just
it's
falling
got a big red spot, and it's a huge storm, and it's actually said that the storm should, or at some point, will probably end in like the next what? How many years?
couple million, give or take.
A couple million years, yeah.
Long,
And Saturn also has a
long.
big. Saturn also has a storm on the top of it in a hex.
Sorry, I just had to.
um. Next, after Saturn, you have Uranus. Yeah, you have Uranus next, which is blue. It's a blue planet.
It's
Um,
not actually blue. It's a really pale, like almost pale, like very pale turquoise. So it doesn't even look like it's blue. That picture that you see on the internet is actually like a a very like heavily contrasted version of the actual picture. So it's not what you see in true color.
it's blue. That yeah, it's made up of multiple different gases, and it's really really cold. Um, I don't. Yeah. Are you okay, Jackson?
Sorry, guys. I don't know what just happened, but it was kind of crazy. But
And last planet is Neptune, which is also blue, and it is the farthest planet away from the sun. It's blue like Neptune, and it's made up of gases too.
okay. So now
I'm pretty sure Neptune has a storm too.
yeah, Neptune has a polar storm and another polar storm, both two polar storms. Um,
Yeah,
Anywho, let's get on to the satellites of these planets that we talked about. So,
yeah.
sadly, we're not gonna make this like video of 5 hours explaining every single planet of every single moon of Jupiter and Saturn because they have over 500 combined. Sorry,
And it took me way too long to edit this video.
we'd be dead before this video ends. Um, So let's just talk about some of the most memorable, like famous, like moons of each
Moons.
planet. So Mercury doesn't have any, Venus doesn't have any, Earth has one, the moon,
Earth has one moon. You guys know it. It's the moon. It's what causes tides on Earth.
and it's drifting away from us, but it will eventually it'll eventually
It will eventually drift away from us, and then the tides will get messed up, and then the world's gonna go into hell.
no, it's gonna eventually like come to a stable Lagrange point away from like the Earth. It's still gonna orbit the Earth, but it's gonna be more elliptical. And the tides will be all wonky. The tides will be less strong than they are now. It's moving about 4 centimeters each year. So like it's moved about so yeah, it's moved about 400 centimeters ever since by the time I was 10, it moved 400 centimeters away, which is around like 4 feet, I think. I'm lying. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I can't convert centimeters into feet. So, anywho, now we have the next one up on our list, Mars. Despite it not visually having any large moon beside it, it does have moons, and it has very two small moons named Phobos and Deimos, and they're gonna crash into Mars. No, not crash, and they're not gonna touch the surface. They're going to whiz by it, go into its Roche limit or Roche area, whatever you want to call it, and then they're going to be broken apart into rings due to tidal forces. And I can actually explain tidal forces for you. Just let me talk. Let me just let Benjamin talk.
Um, yeah, Mars. um, and then after that we have Jupiter. Jupiter has lots of moons. Lots, like 120 something, 128.
More.
Wait, how much was it?
298.
I thought you said 128. But yeah, it has 298 moons from like some ranging from like Earth like Earth-sized moons to small.
Yeah.
Um, Titan. Nope. Um,
Won't even correct you. Europa. Let's talk about Europa. What Benjamin said he doesn't even know anything about. Anyway,
it's okay.
so Europa is actually a very cool, very good, promising like dwarf moon for life. It has a very good, promising sign for life. When the Voyager 1 probe flew by Europa, it flew through a gas plume erupted by volcanoes on its surface. And they weren't like lava volcanoes, they were ice volcanoes. Because, believe it or not, its entire surface is water. It's water ice. Right.
Okay. So it went like.
Sure. And whenever Voyager like flew into the gas plume, it like detected a bunch of amino acids and sugar and a bunch of other stuff. Like a bunch of other stuff like for life. And they found a bunch of salts too and a bunch of water. So there's like a very strong hypothesis, almost basically proven now, almost really almost as a fact at this point, that there's a underwater salty brine ocean around 10 kilometers below the ice shelf. I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I'm being serious.
Yeah, what he said.
And
Next we have Saturn. That's where Titan is. Titan.
yes,
Titan.
finally, after 2 tries, this is where Titan is. Everybody give a round of applause. Now!
Thank you.
Clap!
Thank you. Thank you.
I said clap!
Holy, it's not that serious. Yeah, Titan's a really cool moon. It orbits Saturn. and yeah, it has its own like weather cycle, its own like atmosphere. It has like yeah,
Yes.
and it's kind of it's like a stretch to say it is suitable for life, but it could be possible.
Yeah. It's like its atmosphere is orange, a bright, bright orange. So it looks really pretty. Um, Let me look at the boxes that I have laying around on the floor so I can give you guys a color estimate.
The boxes I have laying on my floor.
Like this box.
Right.
Like this box right here. Um, so back to what I was saying. It has a orangey, like almost a dull brown, dull orange atmosphere. Um, it has like lakes and rivers and deltas of just a bunch of like water, methane, ethane, gas, like petrol gas that you get at like you get like the what is it called? Yeah, Shells gas. Have you ever had that? No, Jackson, I haven't.
Self gas.
It's like a company.
Of all gas stations you could have named, there could be people watching this from Russia.
Are you from Russia?
No, I'm from England, America!
So fun. Who's your president?
Michael Jordan!
They don't even know what a shells is. What are you talking about?
Sorry.
It's okay, Jackson.
Anyways,
I know what you're talking about.
thank you. And here, let's just put a picture of the Shell's gas tanks right here. It's a very popular company in America, and basically everybody and their mother uses it. So right there. You better add this, Benjamin, whenever we're doing post processing. Now.
Okay. Okay.
And anyways, so yeah, so it has a bunch of gas on its surface, liquid in the liquid form. Um, it has methane, ethane, butane, a bunch of other like organic gas molecules. Um, it has water. It has water on its surface, and it was raining. It was raining whenever the probe that they sent like landed there. It was raining. It was pouring down. It was really cool. It looked really pretty. You should actually. I have a
No, it's okay, Jackson.
Put the computer down.
Next, after Saturn and Titan. After that, that's like the most memorable one out of all of the moons. Like there, we have um Uranus moons.
Uranus. Uranus, Triton. No, I know it's not like Titan, but it's Triton. It was named after the Greek god, not the Greek gods. What is it called again?
Yeah, it was Greek god. It was the Greek
Yeah,
god.
Greek gods.
Yeah.
Greek gods. Yeah, they're named after Greek gods. I think.
I think most moons of like Neptune are. That's why Neptune's named
Yeah,
Neptune because of King
yeah,
Neptune.
and it's Uranus. No, wait, Neptune is the furthest one out, isn't it? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Yeah, so Uranus.
Jackson. Get out. Leave. Now.
No,
Okay.
Leave. I'll go. Just get out. Get out.
Uranus has Triton or whatever it was called, Trident, whatever. Which is either named after a Greek god or the spear or the little like three-pronged spear that they used that I think King Neptune used. Anyways, then lastly we have Neptune.
I know no
Yeah.
moons of Neptune, so it probably has moons. Has moons. I'm not gonna look it up.
I personally don't know if Neptune has moons. It probably does, since there's over 500 different types of moons. It probably does,
Now,
but I don't know
the
if it
dwarf
does.
planets. The only dwarf planet that we know of that to have a moon, well, not the only, there's like multiple, but the only memorable one that we know of right now, as like the average person would, is Charon and Pluto. So Pluto is actually the larger one, and Charon's the smaller one. But they're so big and massive and so
That is disgusting.
that they orbit around a barycenter outside of Pluto. So Pluto wobbles. It wobbles back and forth while
With
Charon
this
orbits.
treasure, I summon.
Um, yeah. So that's, I think that's basically it, right?
Pretty much. If I'm not missing any, then yeah.
Yeah, that's the solar system, and then all the moons. Um, now there's something outside beyond Pluto, called the Oort cloud, which is basically at the edge of our galaxy, where like there's a bunch of gases.
Sorry. You were just saying something incorrect, so I just screamed.
I was saying what incorrect?
You were saying that the Oort cloud was at the edge of the galaxy, not the edge of the solar system. Ever
My
make that
bad.
ever make that mistake again, and your life
I'm sorry. Is at the edge of our solar system. Um.
not to be confused with the galaxy, guys. Not to be confused.
It's okay. It's not at the edge of the galaxy. So the Oort cloud is at the edge of our solar system, and it's basically a big, huge mixture of gases and rocks and stuff like that. That's basically like the border between, like, yeah, our solar system. It's like the border between, yeah.
Let me say something cool too about our solar system. So our sun uh, ah, our sun has a magnetic field of its own called the solar magnetic field. But you know how the Earth also has its own magnetic field and it like streams out particles coming from the sun so y'all don't die. Yeah, the sun does that.
Oh yeah.
The sun does that too, with its own magnetosphere called the heliopause. That's the boundary where the sun's magnetic field is no longer filtering those interstellar cosmic rays. I think that's pretty cool. Voyager passed that in 2017, I think. And yeah, whenever Voyager
20.
passed
I
it,
think it was. I think it was 2018, Manson.
oh, okay, I'm
I
sorry.
don't know, somewhere around that time. But yeah, about Earth. Earth, yeah, like Jackson was saying, Earth has its own like little magnetic thing, and it basically every like few years the sun lets off like rays and stuff that go over and pass like all the planets. And since Earth has a magnetic sphere, the solar winds or the solar like the from the sun get blocked out because of Earth's magnetic field.
He tried so hard. It was close enough.
But yeah, that's kind of it for the
Yeah.
solar system.
It's an 11.2 year cycle. It's where the sun enters a solar maximum and not its solar minimum, and it outputs such a strong magnetic field that the plasma gets ejected off of it, and it flings towards Earth, and then we all die and dead.
Not at all what
Uh,
happens.
and then every couple of like thousands of years, the Earth's magnetic field weakens and then it flips. I don't know why this happens. I probably learned a couple of years ago, but I don't remember now. Doesn't matter.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for the solar system. We explained basically all the planets and most of their memorable moons.
And like our
Yeah, that's kind of it.
and like our motto, guys, we did it quite poorly.